So on Sunday night, last Sunday night, January 19, 2025, I said, this isn't a prediction, but it's possible that this is the highest price of the cycle right at this moment. Always stay prepared. Caution against euphoria. This person says, you're saying this is the peak of the 2025 cycle? I'm saying it's not a prediction, but it's a possibility that most people aren't considering. The market is up massively on a multi-year bull run. He says it just started though. And I'm saying it's been going for years. Solana went from $7 to $300. Bitcoin from 15K to 110K. So when did I tweet that? Or when did I say that in my Discord? I said it at 9:23 p.m. on 1/19. When is that? Let's find it. 9 is right here, is where I said that. I said, hey, this might be the peak of the whole cycle, and you know what? I also took trades on it. I took a trade from 107, 108. I already closed it actually. I didn't make the best job of it. I'm better at predicting than trading, but I'm gonna break down why I thought that this in particular could be the high of the cycle based on fundamentals. So, and how I would have liked to go do it better, like how I'm managing for now also. But if we're to look at total three as well, let's look at the total crypto market cap. That was January 19th at about 9 p.m. was right here that I called this. So why am I saying that this could be the high of the cycle? Um, let's turn this off. Well, we're not early. Price is up from the bottom of this bear market, which is about 2 years. From now, it's up about 500% on Bitcoin. On Solana, price went in December 22. It wasn't at 7, it was around 10, I guess. Where did it go? Did it go to 7? No, yeah, it went to about 9. So it went from about 9 to 3. It's up almost 4,000%. It's clearly late. It's fine. There's cycles. Price goes up and down, but it's clearly not early, right? We've had a raging bull market for years now, multiple years, a little over 2 years. At some point, it's going to top, and we're going to have a major correction. I don't know what the downside is. I don't really have targets. Maybe we could talk about that. Also got a system that only trades long, so how do I handle that? Right? It's kind of challenging. So let's talk a little bit about the fundamentals of why, and we'll look at the chart, but um, we had essentially we have mortgage rates. So we're looking at across assets, mortgage rates really high, low demand. People aren't buying houses via mortgage. It's a really slow housing market. Mortgage demand's going down. We also have, if you look, stock market margin is at all-time high. Last all-time high was 2021 December, which we remember what happened December 2021. Let's mark it. This is December 2021 right here. The last time the stock market had as much retail leverage, we had a pretty significant drawdown, right? This happened, and now we have the same thing in terms of margin. Let's make this text bigger for you guys. So we also have, this is too big. Let's put it at 20. We also have high P ratios. They're at like 17 compared to historical of like 9, 10, something like that. We also have Buffett indicator is inflated. What is the Buffett indicator? The Buffett indicator looks at the total capitalization of stocks, and says if the total capitalization of stocks should be roughly equal to GDP. But right now, the total capitalization of stocks is closer to twice GDP. That doesn't even make sense, right? So historically, when it's so high, there's pullback. We also saw Trump rally, inauguration rally, Trump election rally, which happened. What day was the election? So we talk timing is important, right? We talk about buy the rumor, sell the news. Was Tuesday, November 5. So let's zoom in here. So Tuesday, November 5 was right here. This was the election rally. When was Trump's inauguration? Trump's inauguration was right here. So it kind of makes sense to me from a timing basis that the all-time high would actually be the highest of the high, right? Potentially. Um, what else? What else can we say? Just I would say insane retail pumps, including Trump coin. Trump coin, it makes sense that Trump coin would be the absolute peak of the market to me, like the final grift. That makes sense to me. What else do we have? I guess those are the main things. I mean, it's enough to make me. It's just hard to trade buy and hold, like to want to enter here and want to be a buy and holder. It's really hard, which is tough because my system, it's just long. It's just long only. Oh, let's go to price action now, though. But okay, mortgage rates are super high. Demand is low. The stock market margin is an all-time high. The last one was here. PE ratios, Buffett indicators say we're super inflated. We've had a multi-year rally. Trump election triggered prices higher. Trump's now inaugurated. Trump coin, there's insane retail pumps. And then I also wanted to add, um, oh, there's more. We can come back to it when I remember. But now if we go down to price, what you want to see for continuation is would be a clean breakout, right? Price cleanly breaks out. That would be the preference. Something that has kept me paranoid for a very long time was the 2020-2021 high, where we saw this, right? Which happened here was we had several failed breakouts at all-time high, right? There's a couple. And then over here, that continued over here as well, where now we're failing at all-time highs. So this is the price action that concerns me. Okay, yeah. One more bearish thing is crypto um the crypto strategic stockpile, which should have pumped price but didn't. We'll come back to that in a minute, but we're starting to see that potentially where, okay, we have extra um we've got two failed breakouts here again, right? So, I mean, to me, that would be pretty concerning. But what's also like we had a Trump strategic crypto thing that happened. National digital asset. Okay. President Donald Trump this week signed an executive order published January 24. establish U.S. dominance of the digital asset. Okay, establishment of strategic national Bitcoin stockpile. Sold off after Thursday. The president of the largest GDP in the world says we're going to have a strategic Bitcoin stockpile, national stockpile, and price sells off. That's bearish. When there's good news and price sells, that's extremely bearish. So what day is Thursday? Thursday is like, okay. Can you look in here and tell me where Trump said we're going to do a strategic Bitcoin national stockpile? Because it was in here. This doesn't look like the best news ever, right? You want to see price rising on good news. Price rising on bad news, price falling on bad news is not what you want. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my trading. It's tough. So I have bots that are trade short, and they've had a pretty good week. Um, so that's handling a lot of this for me. I don't necessarily need to do anything. At the same time, I have a trading system which is asking me to be long only. It's really hard to follow that right now, it just seems like such a bad time to be buy and hold. And also the system is meant to follow the big trends. It's not it's not meant to catch tops. So something I want to look at. So I had, where is it? Yeah, I just traded it. Not great. I'm not really the best trader. I think I had a trade originally, it was at 111 something. And my idea was actually to catch price all the way down to here. I ended up closing out for a smallish profit in here because I was like, it's coming back. It's just dumb, but it's really hard. It's really hard. I'm not set up to succeed that well in shorts here because I believe in Bitcoin and also because my system's telling me to be long, and going against my system and winning is not something that I want. But if I could go back and look, okay, look. One is this high volume candle thing kind of spooked me. It's not showing here. It's all good. But if we were to go back on a lower time frame, and for shorts, I do care about fair value gaps. It's a way to look at retracement. So look, price sold off. There was a fair value gap here. It's also small, but it's visible in the 4 hour. So this should be my defense. And or what I could have done also is taken profit down here. I'm gonna say could have, I'm not gonna say should have. I'll never say should have in trading. And get in this way. But in theory, at this point, any 4 hour gap is becoming a possible sell point. So what am I doing? For better or worse, I'm out of my MTP longs for at least for crypto. I still have them in other assets. My bots are mostly handling the shorts, and I have this really bearish um, thesis for ETH. It's really underperformed. It's been really weak during a rally up. It should be really weak during a dump down. You guys know my thesis on Bitcoin being like MySpace. So I don't know that I've handled this particularly well. I would say I haven't, but yeah, this is discretionary trading. There's no system behind it. This is just 5 years in the market. I'm not, one thing I'm not calling for though, say that we have a major drought. I'm not calling for a repeat of 2022. It's possible it could happen, but in 2022, so a couple fundamentals. Let's look at the difference. 2022, there was massive institutional leverage. There was, who were the players? There was Three Arrows Capital. There was Celsius. There was Luna. There was BlockFi. That's enough. right? These players getting taken out was enough to absolutely clear the space. 2025, I don't believe we have those things. We also have ETF flows, which are unleveraged from institutions. So institutions may clear their Bitcoin positions, but they're not leveraged on them, most likely, or at least not to the level that we saw in 2022. So if this were to be the top of the cycle, which I said it's a possibility people aren't prepared for. I don't know how far we could go. I wouldn't call for like an 85% drawdown. It's possible we could come back into this 60 to 70 area. That wouldn't really surprise me. But who knows? I'm not predicting, I'm just reacting. And as far as buys, the next area I would be interested in would be a loss and reclaim around 89,000. So we'll see what happens. Happy trading. Just stay safe. Stay safe. Never risk it all. Okay. Appreciate y'all much. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.